everybody. So I wanted to give you an update on everything that's going on here at the Airbnb. We finished our 12 days of Christmas experiences with the kids. We were trying to focus on things we could do together rather than stuff. So we wrote a letter to Santa and told him not to bring us that much stuff or anything, and he did bring a few things, but we just wanted to experience things with the kids this season. So now that the 12 days of Christmas is over, there's definitely like a feeling like of a letdown. The kids had this high for 12 days of things they were doing, and now it's over, which I think everyone experiences that for Christmas. Like, they had, there's unusual things going on. Merry Christmas, everybody. So I thought I would give you an update on everything that's been going on. So we are in Willis, Texas, and we are here because we were in the middle of our year-long adventure, and Doug's mom was put in hospice, and we were told that she didn't have much time to live, so we raced from where we were to Texas, and we've been here for about 2 months, staying at an RV park right on Lake Conroe, and it's been beautiful, and we've been getting used to RV life and adjusting to homeschooling, and just figuring out day-to-day life living in an RV with 6 kids. But when it came to the Christmas season, it was a little bit tricky because Christmas with 6 kids requires places to hide presents, and so we decided to rent an Airbnb just for a few days during the holidays, and it's been really fun. And the kids all have been begging me to not leave, which that's how you feel on all vacations, but it's funny because the RV feels like life and the Airbnb house feels like vacation, and so no one really wants to leave. And we did get a really, really nice Airbnb on the lake with a dock and a pool and a hot tub in the house, so it's been really fun. But because of that, we stayed up really late on Christmas Day, which was yesterday, till about, 2 in the morning, just swimming and playing with our toys and having fun and eating good food. And now everyone's sleeping in, and it's a rainy day here in Texas, so you just want to sleep in and be cozy. Doug had to work today, so he got up for meetings, but I slept in and we're just hanging out. So right now, I'll show you what I'm doing. I am editing our YouTube movies. So I've got our iMovie up, and we had a problem in the past trying to get our photos off of iCloud because the Wi-Fi is so bad in the RV parks that it takes forever to download stuff from our cloud. So I had 2 places that we had gone, the first 2 stops we went to, actually, Moab and Albuquerque, that I didn't have any video for, and I didn't want to do any videos after that until we did our first 2 adventures. So now that we've had Wi-Fi in this Airbnb, I've been able to download all of our videos and stuff, and I've been working on, in my free time, putting together all of our movies and uploading them to YouTube. And in the RV park, when I uploaded things to YouTube, it would take probably 9 or 10 hours. It was so frustrating. But here at the house, it only takes about 5 minutes. So I've been trying to get as many movies caught up as I can and uploaded here before we go back to the RV park. So on this computer, I've got the iMovies and uploading going on YouTube. And on this computer, I've got stuff downloading from the iCloud. So here's our iCloud photos, and then I download them and check where they're at in the download. So I've got that going today while all the kids are sleeping in, and like I said before, it's a nice rainy day, and I'm a little afraid to go out there because I know it's going to be a giant mess of toys and wrapping paper, and I don't want to do that yet. I want to still feel like it's Christmas. But as I was just sitting here filming, I got a text from Andy, the guy who owns this Airbnb. It's this family that has 2 kids. One's in 7th grade, one's a senior in high school, and they use this house as one of their rental investments. And they rent it out to people on a weekly basis through HomeAway, Airbnb, and some other vacation website. Anyway, they rented it out to George Foreman for a few years, and Now it's just a weekly, monthly kind of place. But they texted me and said that they could give us an extra day here for free. So I haven't told the family that, but I know they're going to be super stoked about it because they were not looking forward to going back to the RV today. And that's actually one of the problems we're having because I don't want everyone to have that feeling like, oh no, we have to go back to the RV. We don't want to be in the RV. But we're reaching that point because we've been here in Texas for over 2 months to help Doug's mom. I don't want them to feel like we're forcing them into this lifestyle. But right now it just feels like that. And we were saying, Doug and I were talking about how when you live in an RV and you do the adventures, it makes up for the fact that you're living in an RV. So when you travel and see stuff and go places, you're like, okay, well, being squished in an RV with 8 people is worth it when you have the adventures. But since we can't adventure right now, it really does feel like we're just kind of squished in the RV. So we've been trying to make the best of it. We had the holiday season for a wonderful distraction, but now that that's over, we've got the Christmas letdown, and we've got back to the RV with no adventures. So we got to figure that out. And here's Maxie. Hi, Max. I'm on the video. You want to talk? Can you close that door, please? He wants to play with his cars. So Doug and I were describing yesterday. Oh, and here's Kirby. All right, thank you. Doug and I were describing yesterday all the different ways that the kids are feeling the letdown. So, well, everyone's feeling the letdown. Number one, Doug has to go back to work right away because he has 2 go lives for his company, which means it's 2 big projects he's worked on, and they go live this week. So he has to be present while everyone else in his company has taken 2 weeks off. So that's one of the letdowns. Number 2, we have to leave this house to go back to the RV. And the house has been wonderful and no one wants to leave for a few reasons. There's a kitchen full size that we can cook, and we've had food and appetizers and stuff going. And the laundry rooms had laundry going without quarters, and it's just been nice having a house. But I have noticed that before the kids didn't really notice how wonderful it is to live in a home, and now they're noticing. So I guess that's a blessing. They notice how blessed they were. So let me restart this. Another letdown is soon. I have a break right now between semesters because I teach college classes, and so there's no semester during the holidays. But soon this week I need to prepare for the next semester, so my work break is pretty much over, and so that's one of the letdowns. Also, now that the Christmas season's over, Doug's mom is becoming more depressed because she thinks we're going to be leaving soon, and we keep convincing her we don't really have a timeline. But she knows Christmas is over, so some of her Christmas was sad because she knew we'd be leaving after Christmas in her mind. So that's been difficult to convince her we're not going anywhere, we're here for you. What was the other letdown? I don't know, I can't think, but I can't think of what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. And here's Max. How was your Christmas?
Good.
Your favorite thing?
Everything. But my favorite thing was no snow.
That's right. This is our first time we had no snow. It was a nice sunny day, and we just had our pajamas on all day, and we went swimming. Wasn't that fun?
Yeah, but not
Why?
snow.
No snow.
And Mom,
Mm-hmm.
Since we had toys a long time ago, I thought we were going to have more toys on this day.
Nope, we didn't have more toys. We just had a little bit of toys, huh?
What day is it?
The day after Christmas.
Thanksgiving?
It's just the day after Christmas.
That's Christmas Day.
Christmas is over.
Then Thanksgiving.
Nope, it's not Thanksgiving or Christmas. It's all done. It's just Tuesday.
I hate Tuesday.
Example of the letdown. All right, you go play over here.
Okay.
So, thank you. Go play. I guess I'll tell you all about our Christmas Day. So our Christmas Day, we all slept in actually. Some of the kids woke up early, but Doug and I had been up a little bit late the night before. So we slept in way past when we usually do. Woke up about 10. Made hot chocolate, made some tater tots. We had cinnamon rolls. And then we opened our stockings and then had the kids open a couple presents. And then we got ready to go to Granny Linda's. So we went over to her house and and Santa had come to her house too, so we opened some presents over there, and then she took a little nap because I guess that wore her out.
Can I open this?
He wants to open this. Maybe later. I'm doing a video.
I just want to open this.
I'm doing a video. Go play with someone. So she took a nap, and then we went, then we had a lot of food and appetizers at her house and hung around. The kids played and watched movies.
And do TikToks. Dance.
She had a clock. The kids like to do a TikTok dance too. Don't break that, please.
I want to do it.
You're gonna break it and rip it.
I want to play with it.
Then play with it out there, not in my room. Thank you. The kids did a dance to a musical clock that she got, and she liked that. And what else? She had gotten a couple of pies, and I had made them up the night before, so we had a really good cherry pie with bluebell ice cream. That was fun. And Doug took a nap, so we just had a great time. So then after her house, we came back to the Airbnb that we're staying at, and everyone showered, and we swam and hot tubbed, and we opened a few more presents, and then we just played. Carter had gotten a Super Nintendo SNES, so we played that, and I was reminiscing about how good I am at Mario. And then we ate chocolate strawberries and super pretzels, and I don't know, it was just fun. So now we're just chilling, and I think everyone's still sleeping out there, except for Max, who keeps bringing toys to my room. I guess I don't know if I'm like a Christmas downer or something, but I'm having a really hard time not thinking forward. So, and I think this is because ever since Doug got Parkinson's disease and we have so many little kids, it's just, you try to take control of your life as much as you can, and that's one thing about this whole adventure. We're trying to take control of what we would like from this life and do it now. But a lot of things seem out of control, and we've been calling them the tornadoes. So there's just all these little mini tornadoes circling around, and it's been tricky. So in my mind, I'm trying to just enjoy the holiday season and not think about reality. But one of the letdowns is we're about to go back to reality. And so don't know, there's just so many things going on. One of them is Doug's mom, who's ill, and her medication last week was very weird and made her loopy, and we thought, hope she makes it to Christmas. So she made it through Christmas, and now we're just not sure about her health. You just never know what kind of day she's going to have. She's a combination of problems, but her pacemaker's not working, her body's getting half the amount of blood it needs, she's got COPD, she's on 24-hour oxygen. There's just multiple health things going on. Number two, Doug's work has been very stressful, and there's people there that are not supportive, and he's just trying to keep a job. And the last thing we want to do is lose a job while we're living in an RV in the middle of the country, away from our usual home. And so that's happening. I'm in the middle of trying to finish my PhD program, and struggling to find time to do that. So that's a tornado. Our old house has last year had sewer problems, and we had to get the whole sewer pipe replaced, and the new owners are having a problem with that sewer pipe. And so a huge tornado that we're trying to figure out is to help them get that sewer pipe fixed. But part of me worries that that's somehow going to affect us. Even though we gave disclosures, I thought it was fixed. I feel for them. It's a huge pain in the neck, but the people who fixed it last year aren't willing to fix it again. So that's a giant tornado that we're trying to resolve. I don't know. This is not meant to be a recap of the last few months, but you know when you just feel the weight of life on you? Well, after Christmas Day, the weight of reality is coming back on me, and it's bringing me down. So anyway, that is our recap of Christmas. We had a wonderful time. We're going back to reality soon. I'm trying to stretch out the magic as long as I can, and it looks like we get to stretch it out one more day here in the Airbnb, so that's good. And I'm just going to sit here while they're still sleeping, editing our movies and editing out all the craziness of life. So I'm just going to sit here and do our YouTube movies. And one thing that's kind of interesting is that you don't edit out the bad parts of life. You just include it in these YouTube movies, so you get to see the good stuff and hear about the bad stuff too. And I know we're not alone out there where, maybe you had a Christmas that had some happy moments, but perhaps you're in the middle of struggles too. So it was nice to not think about it for a few days, but now that we're going back to some struggles, I guess we just gotta keep the faith and keep joyful. And but one of the things we said on this channel is we'd, keep it honest and genuine, and with all these tornadoes, I'm just hoping life calms down, because this was supposed to be the year that we just kind of grabbed life and said, this is what we want to do, and we're going to do it. And instead, it's not turning out at all like we thought. We didn't get to adventure into Canada, and we didn't get to tour the whole country so far. We're just kind of stationary, and that wasn't the plan. And the selfish parts of us are like, we want to get going, and the selfless parts of us, know that we can't leave Doug's mom. So I don't know what we're going to do. And that's the feeling I really hate. I hate that feeling of I don't know what to do next. I really hate that feeling. And I hate the feeling of being like progression stopped, just like at a standstill. But that's where we're at. Once we get back to the RV tomorrow, maybe I'll just take a few days to rest, the after Christmas rest, and not think about what's next. Just be for a few days. And that probably will help my stress, and maybe it'll help the kids, gently come down the letdown, and then we can just feel grateful we have felt very grateful over the last few days of what we have and what we enjoy and what we're missing. But it's hard to have that slap of reality back. Just on a positive note, one of my friends sent me pictures because her and her husband decided to buy a travel trailer and use their retirement years to travel, and she said that we influenced her positively, so that made me really happy that maybe we have been an example for somebody. And she asked for some advice, and I just started laughing like, I can give you some advice, I can tell you some stories, but sometimes I can be a half glass empty person, which you're probably getting that from this video vibe. Started off happy and ended up but it's not easy. This lifestyle is not easy, and we were originally thinking this will be simple, it'll be easier than what we're doing, but this is not simple and it's not easy. It's added a lot of complications, and things that used to be easy, like laundry and cooking and, you know, just being family, hanging out, is much more complicated now. So that was a misconception we had from before. And just hanging out here in the house last night was just so fun, watching the kids play video games and eating snacks and building their Legos, and it was just so nice. And so maybe this whole thing is helping us figure out what we want next. And we have noticed that this house, which is a 4-bedroom house, we fit in just fine. If it had one more room for a gym, it would be a perfect size for us. So that's good to know for our next house purchase. But, you know, everyone's talking about the new year and what's going to happen next. And making goals for 2018, and I'm like thinking, I just have to survive 2017. And I want to just hold my breath until the first few months of 2018 are through, and hopefully the tornadoes die down. And once I get a breath, once I can breathe, then I can make some goals. So I guess our goal is to survive, which is not how our adventure was supposed to be. We were not just supposed to survive. We were supposed to actually thrive. Hey, there's a motto. Our goal is to survive and then thrive. There you go. Two more tornadoes I can think of is, I don't think we owe taxes from selling a house, the capital gains tax, but part of me is like, that can't be true. I mean, it's too good to be true. So I think we're exempt from it, but once the taxes are done, then we'll know for sure. And also, Carter, in other tornadoes, Carter's been having a hard time with this whole RV thing, and he's had some depression with it, and so he's coming out of it. And I saw him playing with toys, and he's been enjoying himself more and getting back into school. So all of that's very positive. But it's been a tornado because, you know, you just want, it hurts you to see your child hurt. So that tornado, I think, is about to, you know, become calm. Just so many things going on. And here we are sharing with the world all of our issues. But I'm going to take the rest of the day to finish hanging out here and swim and do our videos and see what everyone else is up to. And just find time to breathe. So I guess you got the gist of that from this whole video. Anyway, that was our Christmas. I hope you're having a Merry Christmas too, and we appreciate you guys following us all on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, and just following our adventures and our highs and our lows, and we love you guys. So I hope you have a holiday that is gives you a moment to breathe and have peace as well. Bye. So I asked Doug to come in and have a conversation with me, and instead he fell asleep, which is very typical. I call it la la land. I try to have a conversation and he starts to get sleepy. He half listens, and then he falls asleep. So I think it's part of Parkinson's disease to have fatigue, but it drives me crazy how I can't have a conversation without interruptions or Doug going to La La Land. Anyway, I'm using my Instant Pot to make a roast. It should be done in about 30 minutes probably, and it was from a frozen state. I'm also making cherry pie, my favorite. And we've got cookies and cream pie and pecan pie, which I've been told in Texas is pecan. Because pecan sounds weird, I guess. I don't know. And so I got some pies going. We're gonna have roast carrots and mashed potatoes and gravy. And check out what these guys are doing. If you're going to be jumping, you jump toward the center of the pool, not a corner, not near a wall.
Wait, I want to jump in a circle. But this time I'm really harder. Like that
Careful, Lewis, careful. Outside is a rainy, cold day. And our dock's right out there. We were gonna go fishing today, but it's raining, so hopefully it'll clear up tonight or tomorrow morning.
Look at Miles!
Miles and Lewis, come here. Come here, Lewis. What? Why are you saying that to me? That means get out of here. That was safe. He's referring to my shirt. Max is fishing over there. You fishing? I'll come in the hot tub later. So I'm gonna leave the door open so I can hear them. We've got the after Christmas mess going on. Haleigh built her Lego Friends RV. Miles built his Lego helicopter. Someone apparently made noodles for lunch. We got our bag of trash, box of trash there. Toys spread out. Candy and stockings and toys. It's funny because we're usually really organized and clean people. We don't like messes. But on Christmas Day and after Christmas Day, we're complete slobs. We just like have a mess everywhere. It's fun. There's Haleigh. Are you FaceTiming someone? Who are you FaceTiming? Emily. Hi, Emily.
She's around here.
Haleigh's been practicing her penny board.
Yeah. I wish I could do it on here. It's not going to
Nope,
scrape it.
you may not do it on hardwood floor. You may do it on the tile hallway.
It's not going to scrape the floor.
Haleigh, wood scratches? We're not scratching wood.
No. Then I'm going to do it on the
You're getting very good. It's a quiet. That's
purple one.
she does.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, that's what I wanted. And she also got one.
So now I'm in the kitchen trying to keep an eye on the boys and make some dinner. They were really excited to hear that we got to stay an extra day. Uh-oh, hold on. My pie. My pie is burning. Can't burn my pie. I'm burning my cherry pie. I gotta go. This is an emergency. Alright, so I washed her dish and we're ready for the frozen pizzas. And I forgot to say one thing. We brought along our ice maker from the RV. Because this is seriously one of my favorite things we have in the RV, and I cannot go anywhere without it. These ice makers are like $90 or $80 maybe from Target. Haleigh, tell everybody what show we have been binge watching while we're here at the house.
Fuller House. I watched the entire thing. You have it.
A new season was released right when we got here, so Haleigh and I started it together. We got interrupted too many times and got annoyed, so now we've just been
Watching it separately.
and she's ahead of me, so no spoilers.
I finished.
I know, I've got a few more episodes to go.
It's like, but it's like really.
Isn't it fun to have like a Christmas show that you just have to watch?
It's not really a Christmas show, but
I mean,
it's
a show to watch at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like going all like.
All right, here Haleigh and I are sitting on this cozy couch. We got our pizza.
And Willie. And Willie.
And Willie, and it's time to watch Fuller House.
Hey Max, can you do me a favor? Can you push the couch in that way?